Hi, I'm Paris, and I'm more of a microwave kind of person than a stove type of person, but when I do use a stove, I'm usually baking. That means sticking my hands into 400-degree metal box and grabbing metal objects. So it's very important that I have a good pair of oven mitts. Had these for a long time. It finally got so painful, couldn't keep them anymore. So I went to the store and got these. They looked good, but they're like impossible to do anything with other than load nuclear fuel into a reactor. So searched online, what's the best oven mitt type gloves that actually give you some manual dexterity, but will also keep you from being burned. Part of the reason they do this mitt design is they can pack all that material in there, but if there's a really heat-resistant material, you can actually have the separate fingers. Or so they say with the grill armor gloves.
Epic review, guys.
Now I was going to try out a pair of oven gloves that you might have seen on TV. But when I got to Amazon and read the reviews, this set of gloves had amazingly good reviews, over 1,000 of them. So it all seems very legitimate. Rare do you see so many people saying something so nice in unison about a product. So I decided to spend a little more money and get these gloves that supposedly are good up to over 900 degrees Fahrenheit. I paid about $25 for this pair of gloves, and I'll put a link down below this video to where you can find out more about them. You probably have in your house oven mitts like this. These are 15 years old, I would guess, and what happens over time as you get food and splattery stuff on them, it soaks in and it compresses the stuff inside that needs to be fluffy to keep you from burning. Also, just over time, it sort of wears out and it gets these flat spots. So for a while, we were actually using these in reverse because it had different spots then that put the pressure on. But even that got too bad after a while. And so, as I mentioned, we decided to go out and buy another pair. But I was just so disappointed with these because, it's a great puppet, but to be able to twist your hand around something and hold it, it's very awkward. So I was not pleased with these. I'm hoping going to be pleased with these. And with a 900 Fahrenheit degree plus rating of these grill armor gloves, you can not only just pull hot objects out of the oven, you can work on your barbecue grill, you can work in and with a fireplace, the pieces of wood apparently. You can also change light bulbs with them, which is clever. I wouldn't have thought of that. I usually put a sock on my hand when I can't wait for the bulb to cool down. They do say that you can't get this wet and have that protective quality. They do have to be dry to work. However, very nice thing, you can machine wash them. You throw them in the washing machine, get all the gunk off, and they're good to go. So there's some special materials inside and on the outside of them. On the palm, I guess on both sides. On both sides, there's a silicone design, and that's very grippy, and apparently it's okay at 700, 800, 900 degrees. It doesn't melt. These are just like winter gloves for the snow. They're a little bit of bulkiness, but man, there's not much padding in there. But you can still do fine motor skills with them. The big test is, can you put the other glove on without help? These are kind of, this part is loose for me. This part is it's snug on my fingers, and these are, I guess they're large, one size fits all. There really doesn't seem to be more than like a 1/4 inch or so of padding here. So I'm trusting those 1,000+ people who gave those reviews on Amazon. I have some chicken cooking in the oven at 400 degrees, and I'm going to go now and grab that pot. 400 degrees. Let's see how it's doing on the actual metal part. Wow. There's not much there, and these are my fingertips, the most sensitive part. I'm risking here. It's a little warm. Wow. These gloves are reversible, so it's the same either way. I'm getting a little cocky here. I gotta be careful. All right, let me get this out of the oven. So I'm going to have to really press hard on the bottom here with my fingers in order to take this and lift it up onto the top of the stove. Because this is giving it a lot of weight, especially on my thumb. It got very warm and my fingers are verging on hot, but nothing is burning, and that's taking it out with just one hand. Took about 10-15 seconds to cool back down. Put in the same spots back on there, and it feels fine. That real intense pressure though of lifting all of this chicken in this with one hand and having to leverage it, that definitely put it to the test because it compressed the material to the point that my thumb right there and fingers right here got just about hot. Okay, manual dexterity test. I've put this on my right hand and I'm going to try to pick up a fork and test the chicken and see how... There we go. Okay, I am manually dexterous. There we go. Look, I'm even holding it properly. Okay. This chicken should not be done yet. Oh, just about all the way through. I won't have to give it too much longer. Okay. And before I forget, I left our Gotham Steel titanium pan here to remind me to mention that I'm going to do a follow-up review of this. A lot of people wanted to know, is it still non-stick? Well, let me give you an update on that soon. I went back and checked on the package. That was about 5 pounds of chicken in the pan that was about 2 to 3 pounds. And so I was holding that with one hand, pulling it out. I put a lot of pressure on the thumb and fingers, as you saw. They got hot, but I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to burn myself if I don't let go of it. I'm not going to test this out at 900 degrees. Remember, that was at 400 degrees, so I'll leave the 900 degree testing to someone else. Very rare that I'm baking a cake at 900 degrees. So it's not like you can do anything with these with impunity, but you can do so much more than you can with these, and you have the manual dexterity to do a lot more things with them around your house, or to actually manipulate some tools with your cooking that you can't do with something like this. So I really like the Grill Armor gloves. I think they're worth the $25 and no more going around the house with the socks on my hand to change the light bulbs. Now, a few days back, we did ask viewers to send us Halloween decoration pictures. You can see most of them over here and one over here from Fiji. And we'd just like to thank everyone who sent in pictures. We'll show you a close-up of them now. You can see the artwork of our inspired viewers. Thank you to everyone who sent us a picture to help decorate our wall. We always enjoy doing this. And since we have the world map now behind us in the videos, we decided we would try to put people in the general vicinity of where they are. Here we're headed to Europe. And let me fly over to Fiji here briefly. Haley in Fiji, thank you for representing Asia. And as we mentioned, we picked one of these pictures at random to send a Crazy Aaron Stinking Putty Halloween edition. If you want to find out who won that, go check out our Instagram account at EpicReviewGuys. So did you stay with us? Are you still watching? Well, you're the kind of person we like, so you may be some of the only people who know that we're actually giving away a pair of these. The information is in a link right down below this video, and it basically introduces you to a new channel that my brother is doing. I'm a collaborator on it, as well as several other people. I do Tech Tuesdays on A Closer Look. So follow that link, find out about our new channel, and maybe you'll get a pair of these. If you're watching this before Halloween, keep in mind that starting Monday, it's Pierre Week, a whole week of videos starring Pierre. If it's already after Halloween, then you already know that. Now, you can keep checking back for those videos, or you can click that subscribe button down below, or better yet, the little bell symbol next to it. Click on that and say, turn on notifications. You'll get notified when our videos go up, and we'll be happy. See you on the next review.
What does the fox buy? Nobody knows, but before he goes shopping, he watches our videos.